All right, so the record about sin.
I gotta
So
fuck these
before these,
niggas right now, bro. I
before
gotta have a
these,
conversation real quick. I gotta have some.
Hey,
what's,
what's going on? What is it?
What's good, man?
Hey, boy.
Shit, man.
who's got chill, bro?
That's
All
what's
right,
up.
Hey,
You hooping and shit? You smoking? I feel it. Where the hoop sessions be at there, man?
let's
I
keep.
don't live out here no more though, but I be out here though.
It's in Mount Pleasant. It's a
to,
big ass park.
to my under the bridge.
Oh, that's what you've been telling me about that one time. They just renovate that shit or something?
Man, I don't like that double rim, but fuck 'em. I can go out there.
Hold up one sec. All right, so the rate is
That's all
me
it is.
versus Deadboy. I'm taking
Oh,
Bang,
I'm
and
not taking no bang.
I'm taking Bang, bro. Just listen. And Deadboy's taking Flashy Flash. Judges Infinity. Who
I
you want?
bet. Hey, give me 2 seconds, bro. He gotta send this video to this bitch real quick. Literally
I'm
2 seconds. You better send this bitch real quick on my phone. I'm about to come right back on, y'all.
yeah, let me talk to her real quick.
But you about to send her a little. I'm about to be 2 minutes. Yeah, back real quick. Just hold on.
Should say, bro, yo, PDOs, bro.
Hold on, give me a hot sec.
Bro, nah, I'm just, bro, niggas be, never mind.
Nah, okay, bro. Let me see, bro. This nigga just edged me.
Nah, it's nothing like crazy, bro. That's all I say, bro.
Bro. Yeah.
Let's get it, bro.
Like, what the fuck is this shit, bro?
We live in a world, bro. We live in a world. That's all I can say.
Hey, man. Beats sub Naruto bums equal to 12. She beats people who are above Naruto. She was boxing with 15 fingers. She destroyed 15 finger. Yuji did not help at all. Was chilling.
Hey, what's
Bro,
up, though?
so Deadboy.
I know what song this shit
Yeah,
be, bro.
bro, it's cracking me up. Hold up. All right, so I'll just send my skill and chain chat. Yo,
It said clap.
you're cutting out. You're cutting out like a lot.
Huh? Oh God! I know, like, yeah, hello,
Yo, Deadboy.
hello,
Yo, I can hear you.
hello,
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, bro. Your
hello.
camera, bro. You gotta turn your
What the fuck
camera off,
is
bro.
Yeah, I think you gotta turn that camera off, bro. I can hear you.
Hey, hello.
Yo.
We hear you, bro.
Get that yam off your face, nigga.
What? What we talking about?
Anyways. Yo, Deadboy. All right, I'm gonna send my skill and chain in the scans chat, all right?
What?
Green on the inside.
You talking about get teared up? All right, send your skin and chin, bro.
All right.
Oh, I forgot it's like a One Piece, niggas. One Punch Man. Yeah, that shit. Yeah. Oh my god.
All right, so the scale and chain is pretty simple. So I got Bang relative to Garo, the
No, bro.
Flash.
Everybody, you know, like them boys. Know me for that. I just and kind of explain my contentions real quick.
Oh, what'd you say? All right, yeah, just explain your credentials.
One, I think Bang is relative to a weaker Garo earlier in the fight, and we obviously see when Garo starts piecing him up later on. Garo then wakes up. Then that's just a way weaker. That wouldn't be the flash flash I'm using. 'Cause that's just like a hindered and nerf flashy flash. And he's not. He's only at the bottom comparatively due to effectiveness. Like he's like effective striking, right? So how his effects was like attacking him. He didn't have his weapon, so he couldn't really do no effective striking. But if we're talking about this terms of like relatives that can like who can just knock niggas out or who can keep up with who in speed, he's definitely like fighting two people that are faster than Bang and keeping up. And them niggas actually had to jump that nigga. So I just
Okay,
disagree.
so can you show like why Garo would be nerfed when he's fighting Bang?
Yeah, he's sleeping. You understand what that means when he's sleeping, right?
Can you show like what that means?
Yeah. Also, no, I mean, anyone here that read One Punch Man, I could send it. I could send the scan or have a vouch. When you fight Super Alloy Dark Shine, it depends on which translation you want to go with. But if you want to go with the fan translation, I think he says, "I'm just thrashing," and I think the real one, it's along the lines of when I'm asleep, I'm not at my full potential, something like that. It's because like his muscle coordination and everything, his precision's off because he's tired, and then when he wakes up, he just does better feats. That's
All
like
right,
evident in the Dark Shine fight. I'm not sure if I don't. I mean, this is a pretty like common scan, so I know someone got the scans out there for that.
Alright,
But he's
so
like,
hold on.
it's stated when he's sleeping, he just performs worse.
Wait, we can zoom on that for now because I don't think that matters either. We're just looking scans chat real quick.
Mhm.
All right. So here we see that Bang says that this is because it's okay, the Bang fight happens chronologically after Darkshine, right? And he says, okay, awakening breath, a technique that draws the limits from of the body, right? And he says he mastered it from just a glance.
Mhm.
So the explanation as to why he could be nerfed against Darkshine could simply be that he didn't master the technique. But the technique is meant to draw upon the limits of the body. So ideally it
But
does
that's
allow you to go at full power.
okay.
And then if he mastered it here, right, the explanation for why he still does combatively worse against Darkshine could just be because, again, it being chronologically before this, he could
Yeah.
just not.
Okay, so I would agree if that was the interlocutor that's set to explain why such, but that's just not what happens. It's explained to why such is just the only because the fact of that he's sleeping, and they dictate that the sleeping is what causes that, not necessarily because of the abandonment. So I guess you're trying to say the awakening would push him past his limit, but the argument is that I think the sleeping is still nerfing him regardless, so it can push him past some type of unprecedented limit that still isn't regardless what his max would be. So I think this is just something that's just arbitrary, to be honest, that's going on here because we obviously know that that's a precedent that's set because of the sleeping, not because of no other
Wait, hold
factor,
on.
but it directly notates because his body is sleeping that he won't be able to perform at the best. So I can agree with I agree with what you're saying, but it's just taken like completely out of context. And then we
Okay, so,
visually hold on. We visually see Gall do way better feats later. So this is just wrong. This is just literally just wrong. There's either a couple ways you can think about it. It's either a time dependent statement. So if you're using a chronological argument, we also know chronologically that Flashy Flash occurs after this fight. It could just be that that statement's wrong because we just see him perform better feats, or it could just be that the only thing that's in relevance is like the fact of the matter that he just is sleeping, so he can unlock the limits to his sleeping self. But he just performs way better feats after this.
all right,
Do you
so,
disagree with that? Do you disagree with the fact that he performs way better feats? That's the first question.
um, okay, well, let me go through because you made three main contentions that I noticed. So let me go through them
Yeah.
one by one, right? Okay,
hmm
so first off, you say that just a quick question before I continue with my first contention. Like, are you saying that against Darkshine, he just indexes the fact that he's doing worse to him sleeping?
Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Dark Shine, it's indexed that the fact because of the sleeping, because of this, what sleeping does in general, how it hinders you. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So, regardless or not, the abandonment doesn't change the fact of what the sleeping does to you, regardless. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Regardless of the fact he's still unconscious,
Wait,
regardless of the fact he's not aware of what's going on. That's regardless of the fact. So, regardless of the fact he still is not be able to perform to a higher degree. Because I hope you know, I don't know what martial artists perform at their best when they're fucking blind and they're sleeping and they don't know what's coming at them. It doesn't make sense. So it would
okay,
just make more sense that because he is asleep, he's not able to access or do better things because we just visually see him do better things later. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
okay.
We just visually
So,
see it.
yeah, first of all, the reason why he's indexing the lack of combative performance to sleeping in the Darkshine fight could just be because, again, you're saying that it's regardless of his mastery of the technique. Well, that's the claim, right? It could just be the fact that because he hasn't mastered the awakened breath, because of this factor, sleeping does become a nerf. But if you remove that factor, it doesn't become a nerf. You also said
Why?
something.
That's the
One
question.
second, one second. Let me
I'm
finish. Let me
asking
finish.
you that. Why do you? I'm asking you for that. Can you elaborate on that? That's what I'm trying to get because I feel like there's a leap of logic here. Because
Okay,
hold on,
well,
hold on real quick, Lucas. You said what, bitch? What's up?
Yo, what's some of them bags, bro? What's some of that bag, bro? That
What,
shit smell like orange cream.
what bag smell like orange creamsicle? What bag smell like orange creamsicle?
We got. Hey, I tell you, no more.
Which one smell like orange creamsicle?
That shit right there, this shit called Cremo. That shit cream.
Yeah, that shit.
You
Dang.
see the rainbow candy?
Ooh, yeah, that shit do smell good. Oh, hold on, buddy, doing something real quick, cuz.
Get my phone.
What's up, bro? Hey, weak ass picture. Weak ass picture, nigga. All right, what's up, though? What's up, Lucas? What you talking about?
all right, let me finish. Okay, so the problem is, right,
I'm about
that
to give me some fun.
if we know that the difference here is that Bang says he's mastered the awakened breath, right? And we don't know if he's done that in a chronologically previous fight where he's used it before, right? It could just be the case that he's indexing sleep to being a nerf because of this factor, right? And there's no reason to believe that, oh, even if you master the
What you
awakened breath,
mean because? Wait, so you're saying because you're saying the sleeping is this because he didn't master the awakening breath. What's the interlocutor to interlock those two to make it a good point? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because based off the way, based
Okay,
hold on, based off the way the sleeping, based off the way, hold on, based off the way the sleeping is indexed, it's explained that that's how he moves. Like it's due to like precision. The awakening breaths just get you past your physical limits. Let's not get that shit twisted. I'm talking about skill for skill. They're being able to perform at their peak. Awakening breath just puts you at a physical peak. I'm not sure if you read One Punch Man. That's what it does. So how does that change the fact if he's is it even if I agree that he's at some type of physical peak, does that change the fact that his actual precision and his skill is still off? That's what I'm trying to say. You have no interlocutor to tie that back to refute that initial thing. You keep trying to say, oh, this can be a reason because this.
Wait, the
Well,
problem.
one, I'm not sure how that's like, even accepted. I don't even think we know what awakening breath is at that time. So I guess we're just grasping at straws. But maybe you could say, oh, maybe it's just some type of plot point. But it just doesn't make sense because of the index because of the way it's specifically indexed to how it is. The action of sleeping, what the action of sleeping does. So I'm not disagreeing with you. He can very much I'm not understanding why he can't just have the awakening breath and the sleeping shit hinder him because those two can work at the same time based
Okay,
off what the awakening breath is like
yeah,
shown to do.
I get your point. The
It
problem
just
is,
doesn't
right,
make sense.
there's no justification to the interpretation that when he indexes being nerfed to being sleep, it's because of a factor outside of awakening breath, right? I'm saying that with the awakening breath,
It's
you
a
claim.
negative though.
One
It's a
second, one second,
negative.
one second, one second. Let me
It's a
finish.
negative though.
1 second. Let me
Darkon has no
let
knowledge.
me
Darkon has no
let me
knowledge on
finish.
that.
Let me finish. I'm not done. I'm
I'm
not
just
gonna let
saying.
you like interrupt
I'm
me
just saying.
after.
I don't give a fuck what you gonna let me do or not. I'm just telling you, Darshan
Bro,
doesn't
because
have
I'm just trying to get my
Darshan doesn't
point
have
through. Just
knowledge
sit
on
there
that, bro.
and I let you talk so much. I'm not like trying to be rude, but just let me finish because my point doesn't really get through properly. So my
Oh,
point
it
is
doesn't.
here.
My
My
bad,
point.
man. Go ahead, get your point through.
My point is, bro. Like, okay, so you're saying that the awakened breath. I mean, I just explained what I said earlier. And to add on to that, the awakened breath, you're saying that even though we agree it draws the physical limits of one's body, right? You're claiming that it also doesn't allow you.
Physical
Um,
limits. Talking about physical. It's literally talking about purely physical.
hey,
This is
one
talking about.
one
It's talking
second.
about AP. It's talking about.
I said,
It's literally just talking about AP and speed. That's not what I'm referencing. It's like that's I
yeah,
keep
can you
telling
let
you.
me finish?
Wait.
I didn't fucking finish, bro. I was gonna get to
Hold on.
four.
I'm not making a point. I'm just
Do
clarifying
y'all
to
want a
you, sir.
moderator?
No, we good, bro. We good, bro. He's just getting mad, bro. I'm
Listen,
not
bro.
disrespecting you, Lucas. I'm
I
just
understand your
I
point.
just
I
clarifying.
understand
I'm just
the point you
clarifying to you.
made. That's
I'm
what
just
I'm trying to.
clarifying to
I'm
you,
trying
bro.
to respond to it, bro. Just let me
I
finish.
just give a clarification. I didn't give a point. But I want you to know what you have to respond to. The argument is that awakening breath is only for physicals. That's not what I'm referencing. Sleeping's hindering. So can you attack that?
Okay, okay. What's it called? One sec. So the point is, right, that well, that's part of the claim that I want you to prove. You said that's only physical limits, right? It just indexes this to the limits. So why is it only the physical limits, especially when we see that against Bang, right? The difference, in fact, that we see against Bang that we see against Darkshine. In the Darkshine fight, his water flow streaming fist, the technique that he learned from Bang, is absent. However, against Bang, right, we actually see that he does use it. So, right, not only does it seem to be the case that you are able to use skills when you are in your awakening breath, but his skill improved, right? Which
I
can
never.
further
I
strengthen
never.
the interpretation. One sec.
Okay.
Which
Go
can
ahead.
further strengthen the interpretation
Okay.
that the reason why he was doing worse against Dark Shines because he didn't master it. So, like,
So
why
that's
would.
not that's no. What I'm saying is I'm not talking about skills. And everyone's made the argument that he can't use a technique while sleeping. I never left my mouth. It's due to the fact of the precision and the skill level of the technique wouldn't be as proficient as it was if he's up. That's the only thing I'm saying. So regardless of the fact of the matter or not, awakening breath can still happen, but you can still be sleep. You still being sleep still is you not being as precise and your muscle coordination by like biologically does not work the same as if you were to be up. That's not all I'm telling you. Literally all I'm telling you. So in the way you asked for the awakening breath shit. Um let me go pull up. I think I got like scans of like how they explain it, but it's definitely in terms of physicals. Like it doesn't awakening breath when you lock it, it doesn't automatically just, oh my god, I could just you grant some fucking new knowledge, you learn 20 new techniques. It has nothing to do with that. It's purely based off of physicals. It's literally purely but even when it's like its initial, uses of it, it's not like, oh, you just gain some fucking no, none of that. Yeah, right there. It just unlocks your body's peak potential. So it just dramatically increases your speed, power, and agility. That's all it does. It's literally directly what it does. So it's due to physicals. So it's like again, my point. I don't know why you keep trying to bring it back to some type of shit. Like I've claimed that sleeping makes it so he can't use skill. That's just incorrect. His skill and his fighting capacity is not the same. It's just worse. That's all
Okay,
I'm
but hold
saying.
on.
That's all I'm
My
saying. It's just worse. So
my
he can
problem.
use so him using techniques. It doesn't matter. He can be using those techniques to his physical peak, but the skill for skill peak of those techniques and it actually being used to its full best degree, obviously just can't based off the precedence of what sleeping in general does and stated in the verse. That's all I'm telling you. So
Wait,
I don't get it. If we both agree, awakening is just only physicals. I'm telling you that his just competitive abilities is not the same. Our arguments can just literally work the same.
okay,
And
so
but you're the one that's trying to tie back. Oh, it must mean, the awakening breath must mean this. That you need some type of sufficient proof or evidence that's supporting the fact because of this, because of that. It's just redundant. And you try using the argument that, we see Garo's not using the amount of techniques that we see. Well, the reason why is that because this Garo right now is quite frankly, way evolved version of Garo that like we've seen. Like he's just learning techniques as soon as he just glares at them, shit like that. So it's obvious. I don't even think it's the same character, to be honest. So how to use that as some type of comparison is just incorrect. So
okay, one
what do
sec.
you have a response to that?
Yeah, my response. Okay, so first off, right, I never agreed that it's only physical limits, awakening breath. But to move
Okay.
on, like the point is that I'm not like you're trying to index sleep and the problem with the muscle coordination, all this shit, to just sleep in general. When I'm asking why is it sleep in general, but not just the fact that he could have just not mastered awakening breath, which he stated in a later fight, which is here. Not to mention the fact, right, that you said, oh, the reason why Guard didn't use
That's your
water
neck.
streaming fist. One
Go
sec.
ahead.
Reason why Garo didn't use water streaming fist is because what's it called? He could have just learned it later. Well, Garo
I
already
didn't say
knew it.
that. It's
But then,
incorrect.
I don't see your wait.
The
One second,
argument.
I don't see your
That's not what
point
I said.
because
That's not what I said. That's not
Garo
what I said.
already knew. Wait, one sec. Let me finish.
That's
My
not what I
point.
said though. That's not what I said though. Can you
Okay, so
just
maybe that
repeat?
isn't what you said, but then now let me like
Well,
ask you.
I'm not gonna cut you off. Just rehash your argument to what I actually said. So I'll give you a chance to try again. Try again. Now refute what I actually said. Go ahead.
One
That's
sec.
not what I said.
Okay, one sec.
That's literally not what I said. Go ahead.
All right. What's it called? Now my point is one sec. I'm doing something. My point is that like, okay, can you like tell me for clarification what you said then? Because I'm
Okay. Yeah. So this is like probably the last I'm gonna repeat myself. So just make sure. For clarification, I never once argued that he cannot use these techniques. I agree he knows these techniques. The issue is right. The version of guard that you're trying to compare and contrast is just tenfold way better, way stronger, and way more skillful just in general than that guard I fought. He's biologically a different thing. He's a monster at that point in time. So you're trying to use that comparison contrast. Oh, he did this here, but he didn't do this here. That doesn't really change anything because we know why. We just explain why. We see him doing things that he obviously couldn't do before. So you trying to use that as some type of comparison doesn't work. We see that he can master moves off of a glance now. That's just not what he's been doing before. So for you to try to use this as a comparison, that would just be, incorrect to do. So as I
well,
was saying, and let me clarify one more time. All I'm saying is that even if he uses the awakening breath, I think that's only for it's literally only for purely physicals. It does nothing for your skill. My argument is that when he sleep, he's not fighting at his full capacity. He's able to actually perform. So all I'm telling you,
okay.
it's that simple to understand.
Yeah, okay. The problem is, right, that I don't like I'm already asking what basis indexes this to sleep, regardless of how much mastery you have over the
But
thing. If
that's what you're
anything,
trying to
if
tie
any
it back to.
one sec, let me finish. If we're agreeing that he's mastered it now at a glance compared to when he hasn't shown this mastery, due to like not being a
Because
monster
they're
for you.
independent things. Because they're independent.
Oh,
Literally,
wait,
the reason.
one sec, I'm
Uh,
not done. I'm not
I
done.
mean, you asked me a question, bro. But go ahead.
Wait,
I'll let you finish. I'll
but
let you
I'm not
finish. I'll let you
finished my
finish. Go ahead.
review.
Go ahead.
I'm
Finish your
not
shit. But
finished
you
my
asked me a question though.
okay. I just so like you understand everything. So if he's mastered it now, right?
Hmm.
He hasn't done it before. You're saying that sleep is just no matter how much awakening breath mastery you have, just
Yeah,
because.
I think they're
Can you
completely
please let
independent
me?
from each other.
Can you please let me finish? Like
I got
God,
you, bro. I'm kind of precognitive what you're about to say before, bro. But they're just independent
just
from each
no,
other.
I get it, but like I'm trying to like get my whole point,
They're
dude.
just two
Just
independent things. Like that doesn't matter. You're trying to tie them. That's what I keep asking. What's the interlocutor? You're not answering the question. They're two different things.
okay,
They're
one
just two
sec.
different things.
I
They're
don't
just
get
two
it.
different things, bro.
Listen, okay.
So
The
he can
point
just
is,
all I'm telling you
holy
is that
fuck,
he can just
please,
have the awakening breath
like I'm
while
actually
being sleeping and
tell
it still
you
weakens him.
something, please, bro. Okay, one sec. So awakening breath, right? You're saying that no matter what, even though that because the technique puts you to sleep, because sleep does this shit, oh, you'll nerf you.
You
My
said what
problem.
technique? Awakening breath does not put you to sleep. That's incorrect. What are you talking about? Awakening breath
No,
doesn't put you to sleep. It's
my bad.
incorrect.
My bad. My bad. What's it called? That's my bad.
The awakening breath, all awakening breath does is pushes your body to its fullest limit. So it draws out your peak stamina, peak AP. Well, I'm not even gonna say peak. I already told you why I think it's wrong. But
Okay.
somehow,
That's
let's
not
say
the start.
arbitrarily, it
That's
arbitrarily
not part.
draws
Okay.
out your
That's
speed,
not
your
important.
full speed,
That's not
AP, all that
important,
shit.
bro.
That is
Please. Okay.
important though. Because that's a very important factor. Because you keep
Yeah,
trying
and
to bring
I
up,
agree. I
you
agree. I
keep trying to
agree.
bring up sleeping and
Yeah,
awakening.
yeah,
What
I
does the
agree.
awakening? The
You need to
awakening breath
explain.
actually
You
has
don't need to
nothing to do
explain
with
it
the
though.
sleeping shit. That's what I'm
I
trying to
agree.
tell you.
I agree.
The
It doesn't.
awakening breath has nothing to do with the sleep. You keep trying to bring up two independent things that have nothing to do with each other. I'm telling you, they can work
I
at the same
literally
time.
agreed like 2 minutes ago, and you didn't listen. But I'm just trying
Okay,
to
so
like.
if you agree with that, let's move on. Let's move on, man.
Hold up, but that like I agreed to put you to sleep, but that doesn't really matter my contention. Let me finish with my contention. So my
Okay.
contention, right, is that again, I'm still asking for the proof of like sleep in general just being something that'll nerf you no matter how much mastery of awakening breath you have, or the fact that you could just be
That's a
indexed
negative, though.
to.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're saying no matter how much mastery the awakening breath, as the awakening breath matters to the sleep, which you have not proved. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay,
You don't have
okay,
you
and
don't you
I
wait. You hold on. You don't have an interlocutor in the verse that you can
I
show me that correlates to sleeping and the awakening breath. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So what I'm trying to tell you is these are two different concepts in the verse. What doesn't matter, and it can still be applied to the same
can
character at
I
the
can
same
I
time.
finish my fucking point? Good grief,
That's
I'm
all I'm
actually gonna
telling you,
like.
bro. That's all
Okay,
I'm telling you. So what scan
literally
do you
do
want?
not
What scan do you want
listen.
before you finish
Dead
your
boy,
point? What
dead
scan
boy,
do you
dead
want?
boy, dead boy. Just
What
do
scan
not
do you want? I'm
listen.
asking you what scan do you want? What scan do you want, bro? I'm trying to move this shit on, bro.
I'm not asking for a scan right now, bro. I'm trying
Yes,
to
you are.
figure.
You asked for proof. You asked for proof.
No.
What proof do you want?
Okay, my proof is my fuck, bro. Why does sleep alone just nerf you instead of just being indexed to like lack of mastery of awakening
Because
breath?
it's stated in the verse.
Okay, can you
It's
show
literally
that?
that's the most easy.
Show that.
That's the easiest
Can you
way to
show that
explain.
to me?
It's because
Show
it's
that
stated.
to me.
Hold on, hold on. I'm not gonna prove a negative, Lucas. You're trying to add all this different context in the shit.
How was that a
This is
negative? Wait,
this is simple as an argument. We know that sleeping nerfs you on your competitive abilities. I'm not
that's a
saying
positive, you fucking
I'm not
idiot.
saying sleeping makes you weaker or anything like that. So I'm not
Wait,
saying that. Just listen what I'm telling you.
wait,
We
how am I
know,
gonna get-
what abandonment does, the awakening breath, we know it just puts you at your peak AP, peak speed. So it's up to you as you're trying to, refute this, right? To formulate some type of connection to why those two even connect in the first place. Or it just makes more sense to go with my initial argument that these two things can exist at the same time.
Dead boy, bro, dead
Garo
boy.
can be sleep, not
Like,
fighting to his full skill capacity,
we gotta do fucking
while just
talking.
being at his peak
You
AP.
talk too much when I'm trying to refute you. We
I'm
gotta
just
do talking.
saying. Like, come on, bro. It's pretty simple, bro.
Is like if you keep interrupting me because I've been trying to get through that. I understand your concern. I've been trying to get to that, but you keep interrupting me. So just
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get to the main point. What do you disagree with Bailey? What do you not have the proof
okay.
for? Because don't ask for no specific ass shit because that's already trying to imply that another argument went through. Which I'm saying I don't even see the connection of these two in the first place.
Okay,
Stop
no,
trying
no,
to
no.
ask me.
Let's
Stop
start from
trying to
there.
ask
Let's
me.
start from
Stop
there.
trying to ask me
Let's
a
start
question
from
that even
there.
connected to.
Dead
So
boy, dead boy. You made the positive claim that sleep, regardless of what's it called, awakened breath mastery, nerfs you combatively. Can you prove this?
that thing. Okay. Do you know why I said that? Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Why did I say regardless of the awakening mastery? Why did I say that? Because I put into question and I told you that these two different things are independent. So even if I substitute it with or without, it doesn't matter. You're implying that the awakening breath would overtake that nerf that you get. That's what your argument would imply.
Okay.
But the argument cannot work like that because they affect two separate things. So make the argument, Lucas, to why
Okay.
it would make sense
Let me
that
move
this
on
thing
to
that's
the
affecting two. Wait, hold
oh
on,
my god.
Lucas. Hold on, Lucas. I'm not done. Make the argument to why these two independent concepts from each other would even interact with each other in the first place. That's what I'm
Okay.
trying to get to tell
Okay,
you
I
the whole
got
time.
you. I got you. Thank you. Let me make the
That's what
fucking
I'm
argument.
asking you, bro. And based
Yes.
off what these two things do you understand what sleep does in One Punch Man? Yes or no?
I agree that Garo being asleep nerfed him in the Dark Shrine fight. That's fine.
Okay, do you know which way? Not just no nerf. Which way? Which way? We have to line shit out with niggas like you,
Combatively.
bro.
Combatively.
Combatively. Do you understand what I mean by combatively? It doesn't mean that you're not your
Before
fastest. Doesn't mean that you're top speed, but you're just fighting off. You're just
Yeah,
having an off
you're
day.
not
You're just
fighting at your
fighting.
best. I
You're
get
fighting.
what
You're
you
fighting
mean.
off. Do you
I get
understand what the
what you mean.
awakening? Okay, so if you understand that, like, thank you. What does the
Okay,
awakening do? What does the awakening breath do?
okay.
What does the awakening breath do?
I'm
Let's talk
trying to
about
get
this.
to my fucking refutation.
I'm
Stop
asking you a
asking me.
question, bro. That's the easiest way. You try to sit here, bro. I have to speed it up. What does the
You've been
awakening breath?
stalling it. Bro, can we
What does
just
the
keep talking?
awakening breath do, bro?
No, like, listen. I'm gonna ignore you and just move on to my refutation because
I mean,
honestly,
that's what you're
it's
gonna
gonna
have
be
to do,
answered.
cuz I
It's gonna
got you
be
in a fucking chokehold.
it's gonna be answered, but like you just keep
Bang,
fucking talking.
bang.
Anyways, so the distinction, right? The reason that I believe the awakening breath would alleviate for the sleep nerve, right? When you master it, right, which Garo stated to be here and never implied to be in what's it called, the Darkshine fight, is because not Garo, Bang says that it draws out the limits of the body. Now let me clarify on this what I believe this statement is to mean. So the limits of the body, you interpret that as just being physicals, right? However, the body is able to perform much more than just its physicals. For example, its muscle coordination and its technique, right? So to isolate the limits of the body to just the physicals that it can perform rather than the technique and skill is not only going to fail in parsimony, but we see that the awakening breath does control the ability, the level of skill, because water stream breaking fist, or whatever the fuck, is something that he's already known when he fought Darkshine, yet he didn't use it against Darkshine, but he used it against Bang. So the thing is,
Bro, what are you talking about? Bro, you're just lying. He literally uses it against Darshan. He literally uses it against Darshan. You're just incorrect, bro.
you
We
show
see
him.
him use it again. The world cutting the shit. He literally, bro, the literal panel, the fucking panel after the nigga wakes up, bro. What does he do? Like, have you read the verse? I'm asking you a question. Have you read both fights for you to even like argue about shit like this? Because you're just saying dumb shit. I just show you the panel right now of Garl using that shit. So what are you talking about?
I haven't read the verse, but I did look at the fights.
All right.
So
So do you not? If I pull up a scan right now of him using that technique against Darkshine, what are you gonna do? Are
while
you gonna drop the point?
while he's sleeping, I'll drop the point. Yeah.
That point is you're not understanding. That part is irrelevant. That part is irrelevant. I don't care if he can do it or can't do it when he's asleep. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That is irrelevant. And the awakening shit, how you interpret the awakening shit, that's just not what's stated in the verse, and that's just not what's shown. That's all I'm telling you.
But the problem is,
Right,
right?
right here. He's even even blows with Bang at full power. His power has increased yet again, and we know every time when they use words like power, that's really only referring to fucking physicals, bro. He didn't they definitely make a separator in One Punch Man. They say power or skill, technique or skill. They use the word technique. It's just not
I,
what he uses at all. That's not the index. That's not the index that they give when they use
doesn't
abandonment.
specifically index.
Even when he's about to use it against Elder Centipede, he said we could do this, but it won't work. It's not. We won't still be able to crack his shell. That's directly what he says. So that's obviously in reference to power and AP. Like I don't understand. Like what the fuck we're talking about here? And
Wait, hold
again,
on.
you're not responding to the main the main thing that just ties us all together, bro. We just simply see Garl perform better feats. So that just means that it's either that abandonment is a time dependent thing for
Hey,
a
hold
weaker
up.
Garl,
Wait, hold up.
or
I got
my
a question.
initial argument just goes
I got a
through.
quick question. I got a quick question. It's very important. So, can you show Bang being, I mean, not Bang, can you show Garo being sleeping against either, like, both Flashy Flash or
He's
Bang?
up. That's the argument. So I'm fighting a
Wait a minute,
where.
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a
Wait, wait,
minute,
wait,
wait a
wait, wait,
minute.
wait, 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 wait. He's up. That's my argument, bro. He's up. So he's
Then,
more. So when you're up, let's just use logic here. When you're able to actually look and see and use your senses when you're fighting, wouldn't you think that you just fight better? Like I hate when niggas try
I,
to like fuck that rat shit, fuck that rat shit.
wait, hold
We
up.
know, man, fuck that
Deadboy,
shit.
what is it?
I'm
What
tired of
the
this.
fuck?
I'm tired of this rat shit. Garo in one punch. No, fuck that. Garo.
Wait.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done.
Wait, hold
Garo
on.
in One Punch Man is known to evolve and adapt after every fight. Why the fuck? Why the fuck would Garo get weaker, then perform weaker feats later on? That doesn't make sense. When we literally see him fight Bang and Flat, he fights Flash versus Sperm. Then Sperm does a fucking amplification to boost his stats by even more. Then he starts perception blitzing niggas that's watching him. So what is going on?
Hold up,
Because
hold up.
that's
One at a
obviously
fucking
higher than
time.
what he.
One at a time. One
Are
at
you
a
trying to
time. One
say?
at a time. One
Wait,
at a
wait,
time. Don't shotgun. Don't
I'm
shotgun. Don't
confused.
fucking.
I'm confused. Now I'm
Don't
confused, Lucas. Are you trying to say Gar was at
shotgun. Don't
100%
shotgun.
when
Don't
he fought
shotgun. Don't
Bang?
shotgun. Don't
That's not it.
shotgun.
But no, it's not a shotgun,
Okay.
bro. It's not a shotgun at
I'm
all,
trying
bro.
to go on a one point because you're trying to mention the feats later
Yeah,
on.
man, it's one point.
That later.
You ever heard of a
Later.
multifaceted point?
No,
It's a
because I'm
one
trying to
point,
get.
bro.
I'm trying to get one by one. Anyways, okay. Prove. Okay, wait. One sec. No. Let me say this. If sleeping being nerfed is a contention you have with the chain scaling, where I'm using two fights, that being Garo versus Flashy Flash and Sperm, and Garo versus Bang, and in these two fights, if he's not sleeping, then what the fuck is the defeater to the fact that?
But he's hold on. But he's sleeping. Oh, you're not listening, bro. I'll break it down to you. This is the argument, Lucas. It's pretty simple to understand. My argument is that Garo doesn't perform at his best when he's sleeping. All fights Bang when he's sleeping. He wakes up, then he directly fights two faster characters. Directly, just fights two faster characters. Like we're not gonna ignore that. He directly fights two faster characters than fucking Bang. Then one of the characters he fought gets another speed increase. Then Garo fights two stronger characters after that. So what the fuck is that? Like, what is that? What does that mean? And you want to use chronologically? Chronologically, would it make sense? Would it
Yeah.
make sense? No. Chronologically, does it make sense for him to just get weaker? Like, come on, Lucas, make it make sense. Like, what the fuck?
Hold up.
What the
Can you
fuck,
show?
Lucas? What the
Can you show?
fuck?
Can you show him sleeping against what's it called? Can you show him sleeping against Bang?
Bro, you already agreed to that. Like, I'm not. Come on, bro. Now you're
When
ratting.
did I
Now
agree
you're
to
ratting.
that?
Yes, I ain't gonna lie, Lucas. Lucas, that's the first thing I put it. That's the first thing I said. As a smart debater, you put that into question out the rip. That's not what you did. You
Because you're
accepted
saying
that.
a bunch of
No, no,
other
no, no,
things.
no, 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 no. Let
Oh
me
my
talk.
god.
You accepted it. Then you try to go with the point. Well, I don't think it really matters now because the awakening, bro. That's literally what you said. So don't try to take it back. Oh, prove that he's sleeping now because you know it put you in the hole, nigga. No, you're in the hole. Dig yourself out that shit. You agreed earlier. You don't have to say I agree, but you indirectly agreed earlier by not giving me a direct refutation to that point because that's one of
No,
the most
that's
important claims.
it's an
So
argument
what do
of
you?
silence. Just because I don't give you a verbal fucking disagreement doesn't mean that what's it called? Doesn't mean that I'm actually not disagreeing. I'm trying to disagree with other points, and I'm trying to get through the points because I
No,
think they
but that was my first point though.
important.
My first point, like the main point. So it's not my fault that you don't know how to just attack debates or how arguments are work. That's my main thing that I even started off with. I said, well, because he's sleeping against him, so he's not sleeping against him. That's what I
You know,
first said.
like if you want to say that, you know,
Hold on, because you chose not to respond to that. You wait way after 20 minutes into the debate to now put that into question. No, what you should have done is you should have
I
been
need to
put it
hear
into
that
question.
first.
I'm not about to go no back and forth with you
I
about
need
no
to hear
stupid
that
shit
first.
like
But
that.
okay, you know what?
You know damn well when I make a claim, you're supposed to put that claim into question. I don't give a fuck how much claims
Yeah.
I would have made, nigga. A smart nigga like me, I would have said, man, I question all them shits, prove all them shits. That's not what you did.
If you want to
That's not
say,
what you did.
if you want to
That's not
say
what
that
you
it's a
did,
fucking,
cuz.
if you want to say that, oh, I didn't. I mean, I already give you the argument why you need to prove that claim. But you know what? You don't have to
I mean,
prove it. Fucking,
okay,
if you don't want to prove it,
so
you
if
do
you
have to
already,
prove it. If
so
you
that's what
don't
I'm trying
want
to say.
to,
So now I think you're just being dishonest because you
if you
already
don't,
gave arguments responding to that under the assumption that he was sleeping. Now you want me to prove that he wasn't sleeping? That he like, come on,
I
bro,
mean,
shut the
that's
fuck
not.
up.
Yeah, because I think each contention is important. But regardless, you know what? Like, if you don't want to prove, that's fine.
I don't have to because
Um,
you already agreed. I don't have to do it. I don't have to. You're
I
wasting my
didn't.
time.
But okay. Now let's move on. The point is, right, what's it called? So if he's sleeping, okay, my problem is, as I said before, that the awakening breath, like, I'm already asking why would the awakening breath, and I've already given the argument for why I don't think it isolates to just your physicals, because, right, and let's go back to the dark shine thing before I mentioned, like, oh wait, why is he sleeping against Bang? So with the dark shine thing, you claim that he's using the, what's it called, the water stream breaking fist against Darkshine when he wakes up. That's fine, but if he's not using it when he's sleeping, yeah, he is using it against Bang. We see him using it against Bang.
Okay.
Then it follows that while he's sleeping against Bang, presupposing he's sleeping against Bang, that's
Yeah.
fine for now, right? I'll steelman that. So he's sleeping against Bang, and then he's using the water stream fist, but he doesn't do it here. So he's shown to actually improve on skill
Okay.
while using the awakening breath, showing a correlation anyway. So that strengthens the
Hey,
argument.
Lucas, let's move on. You didn't respond to something I said. Let's move on.
All right, that's fine. Now, one
Let's
problem
move
I
on.
have with your contention too is that you claim that Garo has better feats later on
Yeah,
than.
he verbatim has better fees. Yeah, he does.
Okay, so let's just move on to that now.
Yeah. So he performs the constellation feat, which is like a by virtue, you're talking about a feat by feat basis. The
I need to go hear something.
Bro, hold on, bro. Fuck with the fellas. No. What thing, man? Yeah. But what I was saying, Lukas.
You're saying something about him getting better feats?
Yeah, so he verbatim performs better feats. He does like the little constellation feat, which is like by virtue a better speed feat than what Bang is shown. Then he fights Sage Centipede, who is stronger than Elder Centipede, who Bang says he cannot beat. That's verbatim scaling that puts him above Bangs. I don't understand like what else we got to do now.
Can you show like the feats?
I got you. I'll just show you Garo. I'll just show you. Matter of fact, Platinum Sperm getting faster and then Garo's increasing his speed to match him. I got you. That's just a better feat by virtue. Here, I'll send all them shits, bro. Let me go. I gotta go on my fucking scan server. I ain't been in this shit in a minute. Let me see. So right here, I'll just keep showing you too, bro. He's just getting stronger throughout. Like, there's not even just even like in those type of fights too, bro. It's just like he's just. I'll show you, bro. Mm. So right here, so we verbatim. So hold
It's
on.
by the way.
I got you. Bitch, I about to come.
What did he say?
I got you. So right here. So right here, he does a faster feat where he perception blitzes everybody, and everybody thought that King did that shit. And mind you, Bomb was just watching him versus Bang the whole time, and they couldn't see what was going on, and they all think it's that King that did this. Send that. There's also Metal Bat thinks the same thing too. Right here, Genos compares him to King, and to their knowledge, like I hope you don't please don't rat too. To their knowledge, they think that King's the strongest hero.
No, I agree. At
I
least
say yeah.
I don't know too
Okay.
much. I don't know too much about the verse, but I know that at least a good few people do. I mean, I know like Saitama and shit don't believe that, but I don't know.
Yeah, all the Saitama's feats, to their knowledge, they think it's King that's doing that, and they think that King is like the top of the verse, and they think that what just happens, like with this the feat that just accomplished, they only think King could do it. And right here, it literally says right now these two just sped up even more, so they're just giving more traction. That he's just getting faster. Right here, he accelerates more. Then he perception blitzes. Platinum Sperm. Who Platinum Sperm got faster in the fight. I'm gonna send all this shit together. Hold on. He then blitzes Sage Centipede, who Sage Centipede is stronger and more durable than Elder Centipede. And I'll just give you the scaling from there. From and then Bang just being able to say he's not able to crack Elder, like he's not able to beat Elder Centipede. Here's all this shit though, bro. Ah.
Yeah, for my life, this shit feel fake. I've been stuck in my head
I
for
sent that shit in scans. And let
sometimes.
me
I'm just looking through the scan, so I'll give you my contentions in a sec.
Sacrifice you gotta make.
Hmm?
For bitches. But it's cool, bitch. She might like it, man. Trust.
I heard it, man. Not touching me.
Free?
I, I heard this shit. I heard oil shit, bitch. I was listening to your shit last night.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Okay, can you be clear? So, for your argument, because you made a few claims, just so you can recap them, because I wasn't like fully tracking. So the first one, you're
Mhm.
saying that like he was powering up or speeding up against Platinum Sperm.
I got you. So this is the argument. He directly fights Platinum Sperm and Flashy Fly. They perform
All
a
right.
constellation feat, which it's that like by feet basis, that's that's one of the most fastest feats like in the verse. If you're talking about just a feet by feet basis, if you're not even talking about comparative. But afterwards, Sperm then gets faster, he accelerates. Um the throughout the whole time, Garl's getting faster because you should know, like if you know anything about One Punch Man, Garl gets faster and stronger, and he adapts to his opponents. Garl then gets to a level where he perception blitzes everybody, and they think that King performed the feat. They think it's a King level feat, and then Genos directly compares King to Garl. Then Garl would then get another speed amp on top of what he was already accelerating himself to perception blitz Platinum Sperm. He then fights Sage Centipede, who is bigger and more durable than Elder Centipede, who Bang did not beat. That is direct scaling, putting him directly above the version that he fought Bang. It's like that simple.
Wait. But all of these strength increases that you're positing, do these not have, for example, like the one he's getting against Elder Centipede when he perception blitzes the heroes, etc., fighting Sperm? Is this not all happening after he's already fought Flashy Flash with Sperm?
Huh? No, the flashy no, the where he blitzes everybody, that's directly right after the Bang fight. Then Flashy Flash comes. Then they all box it out. Then they do the constellation feat. Then they beat up Flash. Then he speeds up. Then Sperm speeds up. Then he blitzes Sperm. So he's great. He's
Wait.
in.
So are you
Really-
saying, to be clear, right? Are you saying that the constellation feat proves he was speeding up? Or is it the constellation feat, or is it the perception blitzing the heroes that proves he sped up? Before, like between the bang. One second, let me clarify my question. Let me clarify my question.
It's stated that he
Is it
sped up, bro. We're not enough to talk about, bro. It's stated that he sped
okay?
up. Like,
But
what else we
I'm
got to talk
asking.
about?
Okay, I'm asking specifically for between the bang and the flashy flash fight. Is it the constellation argument
He
or the?
then performed. Listen to the argument. Bomb sat there and watched the Bang fight.
Okay.
He then does not. They all the heroes gets perception blitzed by that little acceleration speed thing that he does, where they think to a point that King did that shit. That's what I'm telling you. And you already agreed that they think that King is the strongest hero. So they were kind of comparing him, and then Genos directly compares him to King. That is directly showing a better feat than just beating Bang, bro. And this is when
Wait.
he
Okay.
wakes up. This is when he wakes
Okay.
up. This off the
So,
wake up, bro.
it's like I'm looking at your.
After the wake up.
One sec, I'm looking at your scans, right? The feat that, okay, so you're saying Bomb tracked their fight with Bang, but then he couldn't track the whole like thing that people thought King did it, right? The
Yeah.
problem is that I'm looking at the scans. Bomb is never claiming that King did it. The heroes that do, I see Genos and who the fuck is this guy? Metalbat. That's Metalbat, right? I think so. Yeah, that guy.
Mhm.
But we never see Bomb make that claim.
Yeah, but Metal Bat directly performs better feats afterwards too. So you would just assume the same thing. It wouldn't make
Yeah,
sense, right? You
that
would
makes.
hold on. The reason why I'm saying that everyone got perception blitz is because what's his nigga name? Metal Bat literally performs against a stronger character later on
Are you saying that
than
Metal?
what Bang would have fought. Yeah, Metal Bat directly performs against a stronger character later. Sage
So you're saying
Centipede.
you're saying.
It
Wait,
wouldn't
one
make
sec, one
sense
sec.
for it wouldn't make sense for like it just doesn't make sense. Like
Are you
like argument wouldn't make sense. Like there would be some type of like something that makes it unlinear, or there will
are
be
you
some type of break in the scale.
are you
So
saying that?
that
Wait, can you
surprise facial expression, I'm telling you that's because he thought
Can you
that King
just
did the
answer
shit.
this? Answer this. Are you trying to say then that Metal Bat should be faster than Bang or Bomb, and if so, prove that?
Yes, he fights stronger and character that's above scale.
Y'all have 16 minutes left.
You
Like he literally fights a stronger character that's above scale, and then the reason why is because Bang and Garl was throwing them shits, and Garl is stated to get fat. Let's move on. Let's move on. It's literally
wait.
stated. Garl stated to get faster. Like, what else? Garl and Bang are fighting on the same at the same speed on the same par against Elder Centipede. I mean, against Sage Centipede, and this is just a faster Garl that would have fought Bang. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, your
Yeah,
argument
but
would not make sense. Like, unless you think Garl just maxed out. He maxed out against the battle against Bang. Then he would just start doing weaker feats. Women that's telling us that he's getting stronger and faster. Like, what are you ignoring?
wait,
The shit literally said
I'm
his
not
strength
dis-
is overflowing.
I'm not
Like, he's been getting
disagreeing. Wait,
stronger and
can
faster
you
the
let me
whole
finish?
time.
Wait, because none of this really
He's been
matters.
getting strong. Wait, hold on. Fuck that. Do you not think that Garl just gets faster and stronger as a character in general? Do you
Yeah.
not think that? So, all right, let's move on.
Well, that doesn't that is not going to address any of my fucking refutations. Obviously, you can get stronger faster. That doesn't mean it happens at a constant rate throughout every single fight.
That
And so
wouldn't
when
matter.
you
Bro.
no, I'm not done. I'm not
That
done.
doesn't matter, bro.
You see some of the instances you mentioned with the Bang. I mean, no, with the you mentioned like the centipede and the platinum sperm shit and all this shit. And that happens after the flashy flash fight. So yeah, he couldn't get him faster there, but still couldn't have gotten faster between Bang and.
What are you talking about? So
Then
do you not think he's gotten faster? The question is, do you not think he's gotten faster from the Bang fight? That's what I have to tell you, because we see 3 to 4 different scans saying otherwise. What is your response to that?
Well, I'm responding to the scans, but I can also
No, don't try
wait
to. No, 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 no,
one
no, no,
second.
no.
Like don't ask me a question and then cut me off because
No, 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 because you keep because you just try to dodge around my shit. That's what you're good at. You're good at dodging. No, stand in the paint, toe to toe, get hit by this fucking left right cross. Do you not? Do you really think? Let me ask you. Here's a question. This was 60. That the Bang fight. Between the Bang fight and the end of One Punch Man, not the end of the Martial Association arc, there's like 60 to 50 chapters. Do you think that Garo peaked out on speed when he fought Bang than what he did later on? That's what I'm asking.
No, I don't think that.
So if you do not think that, and you know that Garo gets faster and stronger and he adapts to every fight, then I have 3 scans that directly says he's accelerating, and all that shit.
Okay.
What is there to argue against?
Can you please just let me finish? Because you keep asking me to like substantiate what I'm saying.
But
And
yes, but answer directly. You have to dodge it, bro.
I don't want to
Answer
call
that
moderator,
directly.
bro. But if you're not gonna let me remotely get out my argument, then like no, because the reason you're saying all this shit is because you don't understand what I'm saying. Because I'm not saying it.
I'll let you try. Go ahead,
Okay,
man.
thank you. Okay, so you know what? Let me just repeat stuff because we keep getting like cutting off. So first off, right? Yeah, like I don't think Garo's improvement has to be indexed every fight. I think in general as a character he's grown stronger. You can, I think it's fine to say that like after the flashy flash fight, for example, which like literally the plat sperm thing and the elder centipede thing or the sage centipede thing is after. So yeah, that could have been after the flashy flash fight. Wouldn't affect flashy flash's scaling. But second of all, right? I would even argue that yeah, I mean considering that throughout the Bang fight, he never showed like differentiation in scaling unless you can show it, but I can show you multiple panels of them repeatedly keeping up throughout the fight. Then yeah, that also gives further reason to believe he probably didn't improve throughout that fight, so I don't think he would have improved
Who was
between
keeping up?
flashy flash fight. Bang was keeping up repeatedly throughout the fight with his fight with what's his name, Garo. And then
I
also
mean,
one more
I
thing,
never disagreed. I never disagreed with that. I never disagreed with you.
Yeah,
I
that's
said
fine.
they was keeping up until when? What's the context I added? Until when? Until when? When did he stop keeping up with him? What happened?
You
What
explain when
happened?
he stopped keeping up?
No. I agreed that he's keeping up. That's not the issue. My issue is he obviously has an increase of power and speed at what point of time? What point of time does he do this?
I remember you saying this versus sperm. I don't remember you saying it.
No, he gets, bro. How do you think he beats Bang, bro? He starts overwhelming him towards the end. That's what I'm telling you. So obviously, yes, they were going bar for bar. Then there's a point in the fight where Garl starts overwhelming him and Bang loses. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, but
Then
that does.
then directly after that, he does that speed feat. Then directly after that, he fights Flashy Flash. He was like the strongest S class. I mean, it's the fastest S class, bro. It's literally the fastest S class. It's stating the fastest S class.
Well, you can prove that in a second, but what's it called? I also
I'm
need
just
to
saying it
go.
right now. He's the
Yeah,
fastest S
explain
class.
that while I also like
The
refute
fastest
you.
S class, bro.
So the problem is, right? What's it called? In regards to Bang overwhelming, I mean, no, Gar overwhelming Bang. I need to see the context of that because I don't know if that's under the context of him just like getting faster. If it's just, for example, Bang being exhausted more.
Exhausted? No,
It's-
Bang wouldn't be exhausted in the Awakening. It's just dumb. It's a dumb argument.
Why? Like he could still
Because of what awakening does. If like,
draw some
based off how we laid out what awakening does, you should understand to why he just wouldn't get exhausted. That's a retarded argument. It's literally retarded.
No, okay,
Either
but
he
drawing
wouldn't.
down the limits of your body, especially to you who only thinks it's physicals, that doesn't mean that
Yeah,
you just have.
it's physicals. I already gave the reasoning why earlier it's
Wait, one
physical.
sec, one sec. Okay, yeah, let's not like go back to that.
I'm just saying.
But
I'm just letting you know.
regardless, wait, let me finish. Let me finish. That doesn't make you automatically have better stamina than Garo, especially if Garo's using the same thing.
It,
Like,
it maxes out. It maxes out your stamina. So his
I'm not.
stamina
Okay,
should
that's
be
fine. Okay, that's fine.
his
Garo,
stamina should be at his peak. He shouldn't just be
I'm
losing
not
stamina.
disagreeing with that. That doesn't refute what I like.
Okay.
I'm saying. But sure, like I'm asking, why does him having the max stamina mean he'll have the stamina to outlast Garo, especially if Garo is also using a technique? I mean, that presupposes that he's.
Wait. Oh, hold on. So real quick. Um,
10 more minutes.
1 sec, I'm gonna have to mute
all
up.
right. All right. Yeah, he's
1 sec, I have to mute up. 1 sec.
okay, bro. Bro, right, child. What y'all need from me, bro? What y'all need from me?
Okay, so can you continue on with what you're saying?
Nigga, yeah. I think
Yeah, bro. Let me see.
that's what I think would have happened. So it's kind of hard to get
There. Right here, bro. He's literally beating up Bang right here. They're going bar right here. He says he's unbelievable. And he literally dictates. This is like earlier to our earlier point too. He dictates to why he's able to do this shit because of the monsteration, which is like a main point that I said earlier. But I sent the other scan too, where the scan directly right after this, where he just like one taps him. He just grazes him and he fucks him up, bro. Literally grazes him and he fucks him up. And right here. And Garo's ability to look right here. This is his ability to just instantly do that shit. So it doesn't have to necessarily be aware or any of that shit. Like it's just, all this shit, bro, is just all pointing to this shit,
Okay,
bro.
so basically, the reason that he's indexing to what's it called is because of a technique that he's using that he wasn't using prior in the fight. So it doesn't really
Huh?
prove that. Wait, that's what he said. Okay, let me finish what I'm saying. He's
Which technique are you talking about?
well, according to the scan that you're showing, right?
He's
Bang just
unbelievable. By himself, he's mastered a
yeah,
technique
yeah,
that takes me my You talking about their tag team technique. Yeah.
yeah. Like
I do.
he's mastering the technique that both Bang and Bomb had to do, right? But this didn't prove that he got faster. It just proves that he's using a technique that I mean I don't recall him using this against Flashy Flash, right? Even, but he used
But
this against Bang.
you talking about the world, the cutting iron shit, the cutting iron fist shit.
I mean, whatever technique this is, right?
But my
The
argument,
Sky or Ripping Fist.
yeah, the sky or yeah, whatever. But my argument is that it's along with him getting like adaptively more skillful, I think he's adaptively getting faster and stronger too, bro. It's just in his character to do that. We see him do that. We
I
literally
mean, I'm
see
not
him do
disagreeing in
that.
general that he can get this way, but like
But it's
in this specific
stated though. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like it's
in
literally
this
just showing.
specific fight, there's
Let me
no
see.
evidence between this fight and the Flashy Flash fight that's happened.
That's okay. And what I'm telling you, huh?
Also, like, what's it called?
Here,
Like to respond to the scan that you
let me,
sent, like Flashy Flash
let
being
me see him.
the fastest man. This could just be an at the time statement, right? We know that obviously Flashy Flash does get verbatim, like he states himself that he got surpassing speed. Obviously, I don't know, like
I
when this.
mean, he gets surpassing speed, but okay, that argument only works if he gets surpassing speed by the S class. If you give a fundamental contradiction, he's to say he's the fastest man in the S class. This is what is
No,
obviously
well,
that's
that's
obviously what
not
it's referenced. That's obviously what it's in reference.
Well, for one, like that still wouldn't really refute the fact that like
I mean,
characters.
I'm not, but I never said that Flash Flash is the fastest in the verse. He's just the fastest in the S class. So what's the contradiction
Wait,
for that?
okay,
What's the What's the
let
contradiction
me
for that, bro?
finish. Let me finish.
What's
I
the?
understand.
I'm asking. What's the contradiction for that? Is your response only that it's a time dependent thing? Do you not think that Bang
Can you let
has
me finish,
awakenment?
please? Like, holy fuck! You know, let me
I'm just
fucking
saying. Do you not think Bang has awakenment like at that time that's to the stated? That doesn't why it matters. So okay, if it's a time dependent statement, then I would agree. It's he's the fastest in S class, excluding Blast, because Blast isn't there. So I agree with you. The fuck? It's still a stupid
Okay,
argument, regardless.
okay, 1 second, please. First off, right, yeah, like characters like Bang and the other heroes, and even not just the other heroes, but monsters in general, could have gotten faster, right? So that could validate this statement. But more,
Like, why?
1 second, I'm not done. I'm not done. The statement doesn't even say what you're saying. It says.
Say
It says.
could have. What is the substantiation behind it?
It says Flash, the S class hero, the fastest man. It doesn't say the fastest in the S class or the fastest present within the S class, right? So if anything, this would be contradicted by Blast, and it would be contradicted by other men being
The
faster.
slashes are who is faster than him though? In the S class.
Sperm, Gar. Okay,
Those
again, it is.
aren't men. Those aren't men. This is incorrect.
Wait, Gar was not a man. What?
No, not sperm. Sperm's a monster. Garo, we know why Garo gets faster. Stated, explained.
Okay, fine. That's fine if Garo and
But all these,
I don't
I'm
need,
saying,
wait. Can you please? Can you again?
but
It
all
doesn't.
this shit, I'm giving you like the explanation to why it's the case. Yeah, you're trying to give a fundamental contradiction. You have to
You
like kind of
didn't
stump me up.
respond. You didn't respond.
You have to stump me up to make me.
5 minutes
Maybe
left.
you're right.
That's fine. We can move on
But
from
we
this because
know.
we can't like go over every single point. I'm gonna ask you for like a couple other things you said earlier in the debate because I don't want to leave that uncontested. First off, right, Flashy can be weakened. You said that. I can agree that his AP could be weakened, but it's not
Hey,
weak.
he's by one shot. By one shot. He's one shot by a one shot. We can.
I don't know if you can ever prove that. I
Yeah,
think
I
that.
got you. I got you. So
Wait,
when
let
he's
me just
fighting,
finish let me
with,
finish my argument. Let me finish my argument. He
no,
could
I'm
still
not.
be
What?
higher, assertively worse, right? Because it wouldn't nerf his speed or
No,
durability.
I got you. Let me just talk real quick. Let me just talk. You don't do One Punch
Please,
Man,
please.
bro.
I'm trying
Let
to
me.
get through my contention, but
I,
you don't let me. You don't
you
let
don't
me.
do.
You don't let me.
You don't do One Punch Man, man. Let me just help you out.
He doesn't do One
Flash is
Punch
weak.
Man, and you're still
But I
struggling
mean,
your
hey,
ass off winning against him.
Dead boy,
who are you? Who are you?
please. Dead boy. I'm trying to get through my contention. I don't want you cutting me off. I'm saying that okay. The only thing I'm aware of him being indexed to being weakened is through his sword, which still
Yeah.
doesn't get better AP, right? Because he's shown to have worse AP than Bang. Through my scaling, he's also just not getting like nerfed in terms of speed and Dura by that, right? So unless you can show he's nerfed in some other
Mainly on
capacity,
SoundCloud.
you'd still be able to assert more for Bang despite him being. Also, I'd ask you to prove that, like, what's the metal bat scaling, that metal bat, the way in which
They,
you fight against Sage Centipede, and that Sage Centipede scales above Bang and speed enough so that metal bat you'd be able to compete with
okay.
faster.
All right. Okay. So the reason why Flash West, the reason why Flash West is like a one tap level above is because we see him not use his sword against the twins. He is chilling, boxing with them. He gets his sword. When he wants to end the fight, he ends the fight. He said, "Yeah, I wanted to make it so y'all were right next to each other so I can end the fight simultaneously." And he just one taps them.
So you're saying that he wasn't able to do much damage without the sword, but then he was able to one tap the sword?
Yeah, they're able to one tap them. Yep, directly what happens.
That could just be because he wasn't even trying to hit them like what's it called at his hardest without the sword.
What do
Because
you mean at his hardest? You know the different properties of what a sword and what a fist can do. Stop fucking ratting, right? I hate when niggas do that.
That's not my point. That's not my point.
I'm talking about a fatality. So he's able to just one shot them as soon as he picks up his sword and does his flashy slash. So I'm telling you. We also know the same thing is relevant because Sonic, who's a ninja that came from the same village as Flashy Flash, cannot hurt Deep Sea King, but he says when I get my weapons, I feel like instead he feels like when he gets his weapons, he knows it's gonna be a greater increase. He's like he's standing a better chance. So
I
there's
mean, I'm not
still
disagreeing that it's just an AP increase in general, but like I don't
it's
know if
not.
it's
I mean, no, but it's just in fatality too. I think it's a one shot. Yeah, because we see him one
2
shot.
minutes left.
We see he previously doesn't one shot them. See, he's boxing both at the same time. Then when he wants to just end the fight, like he says, I could have just ended the fight. And then he gets furthermore, he says, y'all would have, every other S class would have struggled with y'all speed. It's directly what he says. Directly what he says. Directly. This is directly what he says. So I don't get it. And it's even so, we have, regardless of why I think Flash Flash is faster too,
I don't know
a
why you
Nerf
say
Flashy Flash is fighting a possible faster or even same Garo along with another character in that tier that's technically above them and he's boxing and keeping up while not being able to affect them because he doesn't have the sword. And they end up jumping him and he's losing his will. He's like mentally weakened
I don't
too.
know
So
why.
a mentally weakened
I see that fight. I don't know why he'd get a one shot difference from the
a
sword.
mentally weakened And a person that doesn't have his one-shot sword
Can
is
you prove he's mentally
boxing.
weak in there? What?
I got you. Yeah, he says you're just like
Bro, it's
Darkshine when you're
1 minute left, bro.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro. I'll just if you read the fight, so you should know this. I'm talking about. I'm quoting these scans verbatim too. He says you're just like Darkshine when your will is broken. So when you see people that can match you in speed or surpass you, you start to wilt. And we notice the same thing with Darkshine. If he feels like he can get hurt or anything, he starts just performing weaker, and he obviously starts doing worse things. Like we see in
Wait,
the
he said
girl fight,
quilt? And
how fast.
he says quilt. Is he trying to like say a combative thing? Could you show that?
Yeah, and competitive. So competitively, he wouldn't be able to perform at his best because his will is down. You know, like that shit. Like when fighters sometimes their fighters will break, so you can't
All right,
perform
bro.
at their best.
Oh, we're on time apparently. Let me turn
Okay.
this fucking vacuum.